Hello and welcome to Fortnite with Sephiroth VX. We're coming in here for our last technical Fortnite stream of the second season of the third chapter. The third chapter is ending on the 4th, this Saturday, an awesome day to have an event because everybody and their mom who plays this game will be trying to get in at the same time, so the event will be completely full. But I don't have to worry about that because I will be working at a job where I make money and I'm not as happy when I'm playing video games. That said, the event will happen on the 4th. You have about 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 days, 2 hours, Jesus Christ. 2 days, 6 hours, 47 minutes, and 47 seconds before that collider turns into a bomb or finishes being powering up as a bomb. And this bear robot from season 9 does something to stop it. I honestly don't know how the mech's coming into play. I'll be very interested to watch it wherever I watch it from, to see exactly how that plays out. Because honestly, no idea what the bear is going to do. Other than go down there and try and tear it apart and then start stepping on people. Because Palladium's pissed after the 7 mistreated her so much. The event's called The Collision. It says the fate of 0 Point will be decided. Suit up for thrilling one-time season finale at June 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, or I think that's 3 p.m. our time. My prediction is, if you remember the hologram, when it was powering up, I went, is that the 0 Point? Because it was powering up weird. What they're doing is they are supercharging the 0 Point. It's beneath the collider. This is just a wild prediction I'm making. And that they're going to actually detonate the 0 Point. Which is insane. Because that doesn't just detonate this universe. As a nexus, wouldn't that destroy multiple, if not all universes? Wouldn't any universes directly connected to the 0 Point be just wiped from existence? And wouldn't that threaten mass casualties or complete wiping out of all reality whatsoever? But in case they're not doing that, then they're just creating a giant positron nuke to destroy the island, or the inhabitants of the island. Anyway, either way, they're sore losers. There's currently a Pac-Man set on. It's this back bling and then an emote. I got the emote because it's cute. I didn't really hear about the back bling. Now look out, it's copyrighted music. The AMCA is coming through the window. Ah. Oh no, it's copyrighted Wagga Waggas. Copyrighted dead ghosts. That's all that was really interesting now. We got this lady, Vix is back. She's okay. She's got this, which is cool. It's okay. Galaxy Vandal's back. I already had that. Cabby, Scorpion, some dances. I still don't get this. Honestly, I have no idea what this is about. It's all really that's new. As you can see, we have the new, the new crew pack. This was leaked a while ago. People thought it was fake because the leak had a very poor looking Photoshop, but it's real. It's the Bear Mech. In fact, this was leaked before they even revealed the Bear Mech's change in style. The Mecha Strike Commander style. It's cool. I like it. I like the mech. And the rap's okay. I am slightly disappointed that they gave you this, which appears to be a weapon, but not this. Not like a tool for it. My guess is this will become important inside the event, because that looks like an energy sword or some kind. I mean, it doesn't look like an energy sword. And after the event, we might get the sword, or maybe only the people who visited the event will get the sword, not be sad. Other than that, today we have lots of missions to do, include Arrogant Family. What the heck is this? It's just free XP. We only have our final resistance to do first, and a few other things. We'll do that first. Well, first, as you know, we've been talking about It's we got two things to talk about today as far as chat. It's the second day of Pride Week, and the first time I showed up for Fortnite Pride Week. So happy Pride Week. I have not set up my Pride set yet. I'll do that tonight or tomorrow or sometime. That's very much where I just go into the randoms, and my randoms are set up to be colored like Pride. If I did that now, it'd take up too much time. So right now, there's still just Star Wars set up. So happy Pride Week to everybody of the LGBTQ and our allies. Remember that the transgenders are part of the Pride. Don't treat the transgenders poorly now just because gays have rights and suddenly you're concerned transgenders aren't real. That's not right. So everything transgender is valid. Their rights towards sporting events, their rights towards restroom use, and their rights to exist is valid. And everything that the conservatives are doing to stop them, Greg Abbott, DeSantis, for that matter, J.K. Rowling, that's evil. So transgenders are part of Pride, and they should be supported. We also have a more darker note that we've been talking about since 19 children were mass murdered in Uvalde. Just their faces blown to pieces because the U.S. are a bunch of gun nuts. And that is that mass murders just keep happening in an increased rate now. In 24 hours, we've had at least half a dozen mass shootings. 3 of them were in hospitals, and Tulsa is the only one that got on the news because it was a higher rate of death. But 2 of them were in Dayton areas, one near Miami, and one in Dayton, Ohio. That's America. My recommendation is if you are not American, don't come here. America is a dangerous land right now. We are no better than traveling to like Afghanistan and having the likeliness of getting kidnapped or killed by some psychopathic Al-Qaeda or ISIS terrorist. In America, though, we legalize the psychopathy. We allow them to carry around the weapons. There's no one fighting them. And you have an extremely high chance of just murdering if you just want to go to being murdered if you just want to go to McDonald's, Luby's, Luby's only here in the South. If you're just going out to the mall, if you just want to go watch a movie, if you just want to go maybe send your kids to school because you moved over here, there's a high chance you will be shot by an automatic weapon. Automatic pistol, or semi-automatic pistol, semi-automatic shotgun, semi-automatic assault rifle. Those are all major weapons of death here in America that we refuse to regulate, and so more people die. And something needs to be done about it. I'm at the point where I don't want to go anywhere. And things are going to lose money because if mass murder makes it to where everybody's afraid, people won't come to America and people won't go out to places where there's mass gatherings of crowds, and people will lose money. You'll see less people going out to concerts, so concert venues will lose a lot of money. You'll see less people going out to Six Flags or Disney, so because they're afraid those places are going to end up in a mass shooting one day. You'll see less people going out to restaurants. Probably more people going through drive-thrus. Of course, here in San Antonio, 2 feet from my house, some guy got shot in a drive-thru the other day. So less people going out, less people purchasing things, less people shopping, less people being entertained, and thus the fall of all mass entertainment. All big restaurants, all big theaters, all big parks, all big malls, destroyed by our gun fetish need. And it's like, why? Why are we allowing it go this far? Right now, the gun fetish is actually killing our capitalism, and the capitalism is supposed to rule the roost. And there's a reason. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get on this. Rocky Reels or Daily View. Why is Tilted Tower still blacked out? I think we'll go right here. We'll run this one just for one. So there's a huge reason, and the reason is gun capitalism. Gun selling. places like okay, so Daniel Defense is the gun creator that made the gun that killed those 19 kids. Their Facebook and their Twitter is on lockdown because everybody would be writing them for killing those kids. So with that, Daniel Defense, Daniel Defense and places like Daniel Defense do something very specific. And right now, they're harming other capitalists with this specific thing. They fund the NRA. The reason Daniel Defense... Oh my god, am I freaking... Oh no, I'm not. Okay, I thought I was in Team Rumble there for a minute. No, I am in Team Rumble. Gosh darn it. I guess we're doing Team Rumble right off. I don't even know if I can get the thing. Uses, I think, unless it's... Oh, I don't have to see members. I don't. You know what? No. So anyway, the reason Daniel Defense, Ruger, and places like that pay the NRA is because the NRA protects them when something like this happens. These weapons maker pay the NRA, which is a gun fetish club. The gun fetish club preaches the protection of their bullshit version of the Second Amendment. Here. So that when something like this happens, when 19 children die, they can push it's wrong to regulate the weapons in reaction to a bunch of kids dying from those weapons. Then the NRA takes the money, some of the money they're given by the gun makers, and they deepen the pockets of politicians like Greg Abbott, DeSantis, Ken Paxton, Dan Patrick, Ted Cruz, and yeah, I could just go on a list with that. There's a whole list of NRA bought out people, including a few Democrats. Supposed Democrats. I'm not just talking about Manchin at cinema. And they deepen these pockets of these politicians so that when 19 children have their faces blown to pieces, to shrapnel. I feel like my controls are backwards. Blown to pieces. That regulation to stop us from having dead kids never really comes about, and we can just bullshit around like we've always done, like we'll always do. So, in other words, Daniel Defense and these gun makers pay the NRA to make sure they can continue to sell guns after their guns kill kids. That is the only reason the NRA exists. I'd like to take a pause in the seriousness to notice that the left hand of the mech looks like a weapon. It looks like a gun, like its hand will withdraw back into it and it'll go Mega Man style. I don't know, there's too many people over here. I have everything unlocked, so we're not going for unlocked today. I will have to take a pause here in a moment to go put my wash in the dryer. But other than that, we'll be playing for at least a couple of hours. I don't have to leave to noon. But I may leave before that, because I'm doing other things. Including writing. Maybe one day my writing will do a job, and I'll do a hobby. That is so off, it's not even funny. Closer. Maybe up on this mountain. And if y'all will wait one moment, I can get you a list of all the gun makers that pay the NRA specifically so that their guns don't lose chance of being sold when their guns are used to mass murder children. Let's grab this and head down the hill.
We need to soon as possible. I haven't heard back from the Paradigm, but at this point we can't wait any longer. Activate the 7 emergency beacon. It's time to fight for our lives.
Oh, actually, the closest one right here. Where am I going? Where is it? That one, the wrong way. Okay, give me a moment. Twitter, where are you? Where are you? Okay, so the gun companies that... Well, let's get this real quick and then we'll look that up. But here I have a list of gun companies that directly fund the NRA. Solely so that they can continue to sell weapons after their weapons kill people, kids, adults. Excuse you, tree? What the hell was that? It's just like it's horn. 300 miles. She only took out my shield. I have the song from Come Across. Dun, 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 dun. That one, it's just stuck in my head. It's going to be there forever. It's been there all night. And it's going to be there forever. And it won't go away. But also, last night, this morning around 4 or something, I kicked the shit out of that table that sits in my bed for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, what the hell? But I had a better rifle and I was headshotting the heck out of her. Stop putting your socks on, your robot. Go right back in, we have that one mission to do. Well, actually, let's get out. Reset to, randomize our locker, because apparently that's not on. Play and go in and do what we're doing. We should land at the Twin Towers. The Tilted Towers one, because holy cow. Like, why? So while we're doing this, the weapon manufacturers that fund the NRA so that their weapons are not halted at cells after they kill children are Daniel Defense. Daniel Defense was just used in the Uvalde mass murder. Their assault rifles, the ones that killed those kids. Remington Arms. Brown Rolls Incorporated, which I'm not familiar with. Remington's huge. Smith & Wesson, which is a pretty huge company. Beretta, which should be familiar to everybody. Springfield Incorporated, which I've heard of, but no less of. Sturm, I've never heard of. Ruka, which is a pretty big one. And Midway USA, which is a supplier of weapon products, but I don't know if they sell actual weapons. They sell, like, bullets, attachments. They may sell that one thing back when it was legal to have it. I think it's illegal in some states. That turns your automatic weapon into a semi-automatic weapon. I really feel like my arrangement's all messed up. So even if you like weapons are cool. I mean, I play Fortnite. I think guns are cool, but I don't think people should have mass murdering ability weapons like assault rifles, semi-automatic handguns. I don't think those should be in public. and I don't think that we should have extended large caliber, large capacity magazines or large caliber bullets meant for turning people into soup. Those shouldn't be something regular people have. That doesn't mean I don't think guns are cool. But if you are someone that supports and buys firearm items, I will let you know that if you support any of those companies I just named, you support companies that fund mass murder of children for their own that was weird.
The war for
Profit.
reality ends now. See you on the other side, Looper.
Yet there's a cannon. You had an entire cannon to go off of. I don't know why it does that. That should be right there. Oh my god. I just want that. Oh. How much time do I have? 2 minutes? I think I can reach that. So we'd set off some kind of beacon. Still this IO truck, which is still here for some reason. I heard IO vehicles are already supposed to be off the map. I'm not counting any. No, I guess any near the actual base. This is Tilted Tower. We could put that. IO vehicles should be on that area. I'm not watching where I'm going. So I won't have Chrono Cross playthrough in about a week or two, more than a week at least, due to just time constraint restrictions I have. However, next time we have Chrono Cross, we're going to have a special where we're just getting rid of those items in our inventory that we can, to which I think most of them have to do with like getting people to join us. One of them's an egg that we're currently going to do, but we have to go through all the turning on dragon statues thing and calling down the elevator in the dragon place. There.
It looks like the mech might work. Possibly. The scientist said it's 72% likely to boot, which isn't bad. That's what, a C minus? We need fuel, which is why I prepped this nano battery charge pack for you. It is... Look, it's a little busted, but it'll work. Put it on and charge it by collecting Imagine Order fuel cells. It'll lose fuel as you move, but as long as you bring it back with at least 50% charge. Voila! We got a mech! Maybe.
This sounds difficult.
Charge pack is online. Bring it back with at least 50% charge.
Yeah, but where do I get IO fuel cells? I'm confused. So it's not that. Oh god, I'm gonna die in the storm. We have to do this in the next one. See, I'm having confusion. I'm having confusion. Is this it? I'm super duper confused. And now I'm seeing things out of the corner of my eyes. I saw someone walking up the stairs, like, first in my house, someone's here right now.
Fuel cell stabilized. The scientists will install these right away. I'll see you out there on the battlefield, okay?
Yeah, whatever,
I'll
I'm
be the
dead.
one watching your six.
Kinda ironic I'm doing this as the queen. Don't think I'm gonna make this, but... oh well. What the fall towards me? Lame. Here's one. Amnesty International Travel Advisory. This is sort of what we were just talking about. In the lobby, see what we need to do real quick. United States of America Travel Advisory. The Amnesty International Travel Advisory for the country of the United States of America calls for people worldwide to exercise caution and have an emergency contingency plan when traveling throughout the USA. This travel advisory is being issued in the light of ongoing high levels of gun violence in the country. If you decide to travel to the United States, be extra vigilant at all times and be wary of the ubiquity of firearms among the population. Avoid places where a large number of people gather, especially cultural events, places of worship, schools, and shopping malls. Also recommend theaters. Yeah, theaters is pretty much the other thing I can think of. It said concerts, right? Nope, it didn't say concerts. No, wait, did it say concerts? Yeah, it didn't say concerts, so concerts as well. It says exercise increased caution visiting local bars, nightclubs, and casinos. I also recommend not going to those places. Until gun violence or gun fetish is under control, just don't visit any of those places. Let the fall of capitalism create a capital war. If we can create a capital war between the gun lobby and the rest of the empire, then the rest of the empire will come back and slap the gun lobby and be like, hey, your shit's making the rest of us lose money. And then maybe we'll get something done. In America, it's all about the capital empire. It's all about capitalism. It's all about the empire. But if one piece of the empire is detriment to the rest of the empire, then the rest of the empire has to act on that one piece of the empire. And finally, we'll have action. Depending on travelers' gender identity, race, country of origin, ethnic background, or sexual orientation, they may be at a higher risk of being targeted with gun violence, and should plan accordingly. Under international human rights laws, the United States has an obligation to enact a range of measures at the federal, state, and local level to regulate access to firearms to protect the rights of the people to live and move about freely without threat of gun violence. The government has not taken sufficient steps to meet this obligation. So that's pretty much what I was just talking about. if you're foreign, just don't come here. You're gonna get shot. It's a really high chance that if you come here and go to some event, if you come here, just stay at a friend's house. Stay in one place. Don't go somewhere populated. It's right now a danger and a threat. Okay, another device. Where's the other one? Oh, over here. The Joneses would be a good one to go to, like this one in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of ironic. The Queen was going to be the end of everything, right? She was coming here to be the end of everything. Io was kind of fighting against her. It was like, there are enemies, but then they got to fighting with the Seven. And then we flipped the island. And now the Io is here to destroy the island we just protected from the Queen a couple of months ago. Like, why Io? What the frick? Who's this psychopath in charge of all this? Probably whoever the hell Chino is. You see this shotgun? Do you know how much I hate shotguns right now? I've been playing Blood Hunt, and one of my missions is to kill people with a double barrel. I have finding that increasingly impossible to do because the shotguns on Blood Hunt don't do any damage. Or at least don't do any extra damage up close. I've been shooting people in the face at a close range with a shotgun and still getting owned each time. I hate that noise. Facebook has reset my notification noise, and if I want to change it, I do go back and then change every single one. That's what that skin I have on is for. That one lady. Well, I may not get to be in the event, but at least I get to see it, and I am excited to see what next season is going to bring us. If you haven't been watching, the most important character of Star Wars is back. And his original voice actor is back. I heard the deep bravado of that man, and I was like, oh my god, they actually did get him for this show, because they had kept it quiet. Like, we didn't actually know if he was going to be in the show, but he is, and he's back. And it's freaking amazing.
There's nothing I want more than to give you an inspirational speech right now. To tell you how much this battle matters, and how important each and every one of you are. But looking at our stats, I think we need every last second we have for target practice. This is not a joke. Grab the weapon the loopers voted for and do some damage. I know the loopers are a peace-loving bunch, but you gotta try aiming. You'll love what it does for you.
Damage opponents with MKS-7 assault rifle. Huh, what do you know? That's what I got. Okay, so... that was what? 100 damage? 150 damage, nice. I need to do 500? Ooh. I really don't like this rifle either. Oh. Yes, please. so much havoc with that. Man, there's a lot of chests in this area out here. This is the place to land. Purple. Okay, let's start moving in. Ah, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna leave that on just so it reminds me. That was my alarm. As soon as this mission, this loop, as soon as this match is over, I will be giving y'all a short pause so that I can go put my stuff in the dryer. All up. So, a whole batch of berries gives you about as much as one large jug, which is not bad. A whole batch of berries would be 3 plants. I don't know if they always spawn in 3 plants, but that's usually the number of spawns found in, like mushrooms and stuff. They usually come in 3s. Sometimes the 3s are shoved together, so you get like a bunch. Pollen alert. Oh, frick was that noise? Is that in-game? That's some deep-voiced weird noise. Like some kind of sci-fi animal noise. What kind of noise? Nits. Nit. Oh look, my Tilted Towers is actually showing up now. Is everybody in here walking, or was that just me? Oh, darn tree. I thought I'd get revenge on her. Oh well. Come back and redo that. I'm gonna come right back in since it's the same mission, I believe. We're at 315. Ready up? No reason to go back to the main menu, there aren't anything there. What else is there? Another Amnesty International post. Today we issued a travel warning, calling for travelers and visitors to the United States to exercise extreme caution and to have a contingency plan when traveling through the country. This is due to ongoing rampant gun violence in the United States. Here we go. This is from someone named Courtney. Today's shooting at my med school hospital in Dayton, Ohio didn't even make national news because it was overshadowed by another shooting at another hospital in Tulsa. In fact, I myself Googled it and couldn't find it because it was overshadowed by a shooting at a Dayton hospital near Miami in Florida. Is it bad yet when the shootings are so common that some shootings are just completely buried or not even spoken of because other shootings are more deadly? We are going to go way the heck out here. I was gonna go to that one place, but that's where the bus started, so now we're just going over here. Oh my god, idea for just a creative map design. Oh frick, I forgot about it. I'll go get it next drop. Idea for design on like a special version, a special map. Minimize the map to where when we land, we're the size of what the mech is supposed to be. So like taller than the lighthouse. Then just give weapons so we're fighting giants over our map, causing tons of destruction. But somehow make it to where the places around here are destroyable, just like they'd be in the real deal. And if you really want to give that some flair, make it to where only melee weapons are available, so it's like a Gaiju fight. But, you know, if you don't want that, then at least make it big. That would be cool. I wish I could make things like that. Wish I had the time and the talent. And the knowledge. Knowledge is important too. What are you giving me? Not what I need, but that's the golden shotgun. Those are balloons. A good way to get myself shotguns. That's right. I think I'm used to playing Blood Hunt now, so maybe I'm just pressing the wrong button. Hello. Philly, if you're gonna drive that truck, I recommend doing it now. You got a few days before the bomb goes off, and I don't think it's going to. You can do it. I believe in you. I don't think it's going to wait for you, man. Hi. How do I let go of the balloon? I forgot. This balloon is stuck on me forever. I like the fire that somehow got set up in the garage and makes it seem like it's smoldering because of the fire. I still haven't found an assault rifle. If I have two of those. Dude, stop pooping everywhere. I'm just getting rifles. What did I just say? Poop in your pants. Just looking for rifles. That MK? That looks like an MK. It is not. But I'll take it. Okay. Well, oh, there it is. Release balloon. Okay, I'll release the balloon I want to. But right now, it may actually provide me some assistance. Ah, MK. Can I clear the water? No. Is it going to go out once I hit the water? The answer is no. Interesting. I didn't know that was something. I just did it for the hell of it.
That's what I'm talking about. You're hitting targets. Taking clean shots. You're aiming. See how great that is? You've made me proud today, but nowhere near as proud as I'll be when you take this island back from Sloane and her goons.
Okay, go over there real quick, if I can. I should have gotten the car. Whatever, this is almost as fast as running all the entire time. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh. I didn't think that would do that. Rain rate drop, hello. That's enough peely pile up. Oh shit. I have made mistakes. Oh, he has balloons. He thinks he's special because he has balloons. Oh my god, the one thing that can stop the freaking thing. Oh my god, go around it. Holy cow, tank. Did I push in a box right there, or was that just like... Ah. I can make it. I can make it. I got 19 seconds for the storm comes down. They're probably like, what is that guy doing, or did he go? Where did he go? Oh, shit. They know where I went. I can make it. I can make it. Ah, I made it.
So, Peely's prepping for his driving test, and he would like for you to give him a last-minute refresher. Could you take a little cruise between a couple of the Sevens camps? But keep it under 60. All right? No peeling out.
Ooh, new. Bring car or truck to any 70 outpost. Well, we'll have to do that next time. I have no life. I have no health. Well, that's health. I have no shield. I have no health. Hello. I have this for some reason. I don't have that one. I can have light bugs of mass destruction. Who shot at me? Oh my god, how am I still alive? I came in here fully prepared to die. You don't have any health on you, man? Really? None whatsoever. I had a reason. No, actually I didn't have a reason. But, you know, that's not the point. I could have used the health item. Well then. Cut one of my pants down. Okay, so we need to take a car from somewhere and bring it to a 7 outpost. So we'll go to a 7 outpost that is somewhat distant from wherever the bus launch is. We'll try and find a car and bring it back. Well, you know what I could do is okay, there's one next to Chonker Speedway, so we can go to the Chonker Speedway one, and we go to Chonker Speedway, grab that car, then head to that 7 outpost. And we will be way over 60, sorry. So if you didn't hear yesterday, Johnny Depp kind of won the defamation trial. I think there was one thing held against him in defamation because he had said something during this whole process that was considering defamation. So she won a small percentage, but he won everything else. Like, every single thing he had against her, he won. Amber Heard owes more money due to court rulings than she has ever owned in her whole life because of how much damage she's done to his name. And I'm seeing these weird posts that are like, well, Amber Heard losing means that this is a damaging to women's rights, to women who are actually abused. And I'm like, but that's not fucking Johnny Depp's fault. So Johnny Depp's supposed to lose when Amber Heard is lying her ass off, just so the Me Too movement isn't harmed. I understand the Me Too movement, and yes, it is harmed, but it's not Johnny Depp's fault. If you're going to go after someone, go after Amber Heard. Instead of the guy should always lose at the trial because of stuff. Maybe it should be people shouldn't fake being abused, and people should realize that men can be abused too. And that we need to weed out the fakers from the real deal. Amber Heard has done damage to the Me Too movement. She's done damage to people who are actually abused. But in no way or form should we just allow her to get away with it so it doesn't harm the movement and doesn't hurt actually abused people. It's not Depp's fault. Depp shouldn't be able to have his name smeared solely for that. reason. Eat my beak. Wait, what's that noise? Oh. It's like, why is there intense music playing? And another southern post is over here. And again, sorry, Jonesy. Oh, okay. Ashley has to go under 66. Oh my god, that's stupid. Okay, it might be best not to do this with a sports car then. I don't even know if I can do this now that I failed it, but we can try. It's actually gonna make me keep under 66. This is sad. Please don't shoot me. What's that? Okay, I still think this is the best area to do this. I just happened to be dropped off right on top of it. And I didn't realize that the speed limit was for real. But then I'll work. Oh, it didn't freaking work. Hello? Okay. Okay, let's see what happens if I go over 60 here. Is it gonna count? Yeah, it is. So, if I go back here, we're testing things now, so because I didn't count. If I go back here, and then hit 60 again, is it gonna count it? Yes, it is. Okay. So why did the quest not be filled as finished? I said truck or car, right? So I can't take a tank to do this or a freaking helicopter. This doesn't work. I'm mad. Really, we don't have much of a car left. Okay, so you saw that I hit that place twice, and both times it said failed, so it should be counting this as a mission. It should be counting this as a mission. I should have already gotten that. This is not a bad idea. Why can't I go over that? Gosh darn it, it didn't count. Lame. Oh my god. Really? Well, yeah, I was... Okay. Is there another outpost within the storm? Right here, I guess.
Impressionable.
I didn't get that last time. Oh, I'm out of fuel. I'm not gonna make it, am I? Didn't even think about this. We're gonna do this next mission. I forgot to do my freaking laundry again. Hello. Okay, so after this mission, after this round...
Watch your speed. Banana on board. Hey, nice driving. Well, Peely, the rest is up to you, buddy. Good luck.
Poor Peely. Put the lime in the Peely. He's a frickin' nut. Ah! Wait, where have I gone? the end of the island as you know it. I'm going to assume they're not going to destroy the island, or they're going to mess up the island, but we'll still be on this island, because this is way too early to be changing islands again. Ah, great. Ah. Wolf, you're in the house. I destroyed your tent. What you gonna do about it? Ah, no one heard that snort. I said no one heard the damn snort. Go back to bed. Stop hearing me snort. Fuck, why not? And my wolf is still alive. Yeah. Aim is everywhere. Okay, so we're going to take a pause on the lobby here for a moment, enjoy the lobby stream, whatever it sends us to. I'll be back in a handful of seconds, minutes. I just have to go do my laundry. I'll be right back. You all see that, right? Not available in current match. I'm not crazy. Whatever that means. Let's go ahead and finish the Omega Knight quests. This one will be south of Jones's. But what match is it available in? That's weird. The Melvin Invader comes in next week when the new season starts. Because Genesis is an end of season finale. We'll try and go through a little bit of the areas, talk about what happened to them, predict what happens to them next, and we'll start with the Joneses since we'll be here. Hopefully we're not starting right above them, there's going to be a lot of people here. Or we could just hop into, sorry, I'm eating. I'm having granola bars for breakfast. I'm eating healthy. Chests. Oh. I'm going to play chests very long. Of course, we're going to start right here. Oh god. I don't know where it is. Pretty much where I'm landing. So, over there... Oh wait, no. Over there-ish is the Joneses. Actually, quite far away from the Joneses. Where is this? Down here, huh? Oh, the Rock family. Hello. What are y'all doing? What's going on? The hell is that? Is that the dog? Why is the dog on the roof? Oh, where's the rest of your family? Just get very sad here in a minute because I'm going to kill the dog to get this. Bye, doggy. R.I.P. doggy. That would be amazing if they set like an Easter egg there that once that happens, the Rockman just looks sad. You see him all downturns. I'm sure they could do something like that. It'd be easy, but it's too good to think of something like that just right off the bat. So over here is the Joneses. It's going to be busy. This is where the Jones copies, the Jones that were produced. You know what? We'll do. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Are stationed up and held. They refuse to take place in the war so far. They've seen enough fighting. They want to quit. They're not the real Agent Jones. So they're good. So they live in this... as soon as I get to it. Shack-like town. Now, if a lot of stuff is wiped out by the bomb, I have a prediction that since this is technically still neutral territory, controlled by neither side, this might become a place for refugees. Yes, please. I'm being targeted. Bye, Alicia. One minute, I can make it. So that might become like a refugee camp for the leftover of the ultimate destruction IO has done. Let's say IO sets off the bomb, but it's not as strong as they wanted it to be. That was the survivors, the 7, and everything will go there. That'll become main base. If the IO isn't successful, the Joneses camp might just remain as it is, and it might become more populated. It might, who knows, really. That is Chunker Speedway. It has not changed since the chapter started and it was added. It really has no major tie-in to the storyline, so it's not that important. If it on the outside of the island, so it may only be partially wrecked by the explosion, or wholly wrecked. I don't see much of a change going for it. Either way. This one will be Camp Kettle. And this will be the last one, guys. Why would you own a sports car and not have your driveway paved? Hello. Oh shit, bad timing. Okay, I'm out. I've made decisions and all of them were bad. You enjoy the IO, you butt. Freaking ass. I'm busy. Darn it. Turn shotgun. Darn room. Okay, we can just come back in. Same place, same time, Camp Double. I'm not seeing my whole post here. It's weird. I should have a whole post here. Really? With her, what are you doing? can't I see the other part of my post? From Heather, they appear to be begging for non-mega poll workers. So right now the poll workers have an infection, a disease. The disease is Nazis. Poll workers are by majority being invaded by MAGA Nazi terrorists. One first. The Trump people. These Trump people are trying their hardest to overturn elections that don't go in their favor, and will do everything they can to make sure they get what they want. We saw what they tried in the last election, from fake poll data to trying to destroy actual poll data, just so Trump could win an election he lost. If maggots, if the Nazis are in control of poll working, they will do everything they can to destroy America for Trump. Period. There it is, on the hill. Last one is north of Shifty Shafts, my ass. That's way north. I keep getting up near those people. I like that they visit gas stations like they're filling up and stuff. I also like that I am using a mech leg for this character. I would have preferred it getting its own sword, maybe that'll come later, but we're using a mech leg, looks like I just tore a leg off another mech. That is not what I thought it was. Okay. So we go back in here. We have these tires to this truck. Take this truck with that 100% fuel and drive it that way. Turn that off, and this should be our last major mission for the season, guys. This is it. Picking this up, and I'm pretty much done with the missions I care about. Outside of anything that might come out in the next, what? It's only 2 days to the event, right? Today's the 2nd? Yeah, you have 2 days of the event. This is it, guys. This is nothing else that'll be coming out after this. It's the final stream. I think after we do this, once I die, we'll head into the playground mode, or the hell you call it, Battle Royale, and we will just visit areas and talk about them, their history and whatnot. We've already done Joneses, yeah, but yeah, we'll go ahead and just do a tour of the map, major areas of the map, things we know about. I haven't got to see an update thing lately, so I don't know if there's any big updates as of lately. So if you're here and you know about an update that happened within like a week or so on the map, please let me know. That there's been mild changes since we did the beginning round of this island, since the war started, and it'll be interesting to see them. That's a boat ramp. Cool. Yeah. cool some of the guys drive down there with a friggin' bow. Treacherous bow ramp. I don't know where she went. I have the cold night. So if there's ever a night season again, he'll be around. I probably won't use the old version of him. Oh, I didn't need to use that, huh? Didn't actually hurt me. Ah. I have seen how powerful that gun can be. Yes! No, come down. Good luck. Ah. Woo. Nothing like cheating over the field here. Hello. It's the gold pistol. Why do the wolves not show up as heat markers on my thing, and why are they still here? I have to deal with wolves when I'm a vampire. In that other thing. Just saying. And I like the wolves, just in my way. I remember when we first came in during 0 Point breaking last chapter, and the wolves showed up. We were like, "What? Animals on the map that broke our minds, and now they're just here." And slightly a nuisance, but a good nuisance, a nuisance that you expect. As long as there's no raptors, I'm fine. If there's raptors, then I start pooping my pants. I saw movement. Oh, it's me very cute. But you forgot something. Nope, didn't forget something. I just suck at aiming. All in all, this is sabotage. I'm listening, I'm hearing Chayak. Y'all hear that, right? That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has been shooting off recently a lot more often. The times between it going off has been lower. At the same time, if it's supposed to get all those bars filled in 2 days, it's got a while. I mean, it's got quite a few shots to get off. There are 4 of us left? Holy cow. Watch it come back to me. Nope. I am in the most obvious place. I'm not trying to win, guys. What the hell? Bum 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 bum. Oh, stay still. I see you. He has no clue where I am. Gotcha. Lane, he's running. Running, running, and running, running. Get it sharded in here. I don't know where that's come from. Yeah. Was that firing literally just to draw me out? Like, it worked. Oh, that was a dumb fall. That is the finale of the missions for the season, guys. I'm pretty much done with what I care about. I think there was one season quest I didn't finish. There's a Golden Omega Knight, you know. It's pretty decent. It's a cool world. Like, Resistance says not available in this match. Let's try something real quick. Team Rumble. Solo builds. No. Duos. No. Duos. I don't know what's for me. Squads. Save the world. Nope. It is. Well, we're going in here anyway. We are now going to take a tour. Oh, no, not creative. I'm dumb. We are now going to take a tour around the island for the next hour-ish. And then we'll head out. I got a message. My son is such an Earthbound fan now. I choose to go into... Okay, it's created by the way. Good. Uh-oh, seems like there's a scam going around, guys, for baby formula. Okay, guys, we will go pretty much down here, actually. This is the... technically sort of the home base for the 7. When we started this entire chapter up 2 chapters ago, this was a, 1 chapter ago, this was a statue of the 7's leader, Foundation. And this right here is the 7's launch base. My prediction is if the 7 isn't as, well, kind and nice as they pretend to be, and push comes to shove and it looks like everything goes, they may be launching from here last minute. They'll be like, yeah, good luck with that, and then launch. And I don't think they're actually going to do that, because 7 seems pretty cool. Are you pretty cool? He says. I don't know. You seem pretty cool. Out here, this is the edge of a map. If the destruction doesn't quite reach the entire island, then this might exist, and this might become, once again, home base for them as they try to restructure society on the island after everything's destruction. Oh, damn, that fire looks bigger from over here. We have a few houses out here. These are all beach houses for rich butts. Nothing important. But they could become, like, places where people live after loss of actual places. So in actual... There are several places like this, 7 outposts, but this is the main 7 outpost. And north-ish, I'm sorry, west of the main 7 outpost is our first main location. This is Sanctuary, the main village to the Loopers and the 7, even before the war, when we started on this side. This is, you see a lot of 7 tech around here. 7 soldiers hang out here, the Foundation hangs out here, scientists sometimes hangs out here. Jonesy's been here, I think, at least once. Agent Jones, I should say. That's just Jonesy. It's not much, a bunch of little buildings. Most of them appear to be used for... Did I XP for opening this here? I did not. You get display with 31, holy cow. And this appears to be the main building and gatehouse here. Oh, look. There's the Foundation. Uber, something to report. Again, this is more middle section. If the bomb goes off and doesn't quite wipe out the outline areas, this is protected by a hill, but it'll likely be heavily damaged at the very least. I would gather that maybe requires some not complete evacuation at the time, but lots of repair, and we'll face pretty good casualties here. Ah, my butt's on fire. That said, we've already seen the Joneses', and we'll go north and go around and end on the Joneses'. There's not much story-wise going in those places. In the original base, they launched several rockets into space, trying to find the 0 point, trying to find out what these tremors were happening that ended up being the I.O. coming through, and just basically preparing for what's next after the whole cube war. Little did they know they had very little chance to rest before an actual war. This right here is a gatehouse into Sanctuary. Probably one of the most visited places just because of how it's here. Also, say hello to the Origin. The Origin is a cube species person, like the Cube Queen. He's actually was considered the Cube King. I'm not sure if there's only one Cube King Queen and one Cube King, and he fled, or if like they're maybe like the Borg, they have several authorities. His name is King Queens, and they act like a hive. The Queen would be the leader. The King would be the leader's mate. Cubes that act as like a hive mind. Just an idea. That's why when we reviewed that one cube, it was ours. This is the volcano / currently the Daily Bugle. This is the only copyrighted area in all of Fortnite I've seen last more than one season. It's lasted 2 seasons. It was here when we came over on the flip. It is a chunk of New York from one of the Spider-Man universes rifted here at some unknown time. It's not entirely sure when it was rifted here. It was sometime in the 1,000 or so years since the Black Hole event. It's mostly just the Daily Bugle and a few adjacent buildings. Spider-Man has webbed up the place a whole bunch. It's currently an outpost for the 7, as it was taken over by the IO for a while. The ship that was here, I think, is the one that ended up over here. So it's all the way over there. You can see its tail. So now it's a 7 outpost. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed, but they fixed the flags. It's no longer ghost flags. I don't know if that was just an accident or supposed to be a clue of some kind. Beautiful to see. Please sound next. It hasn't changed since it's come in. I have a feeling. What was that noise? I stopped sliding. It was like bad audio. I have a feeling it might be gone next season, but I can't guarantee anything. It's kind of, in a way, it is close to the collider, extremely close, but it's also protected by the volcano. If they wanted to wipe out the Daily Bugle, they might have to wipe out what's left of the volcano. And in case y'all didn't know, that's the volcano from Chapter 1, the one that blew up and took out Tilted. This is just a little plant shop. One of those little nice Fortnite side areas. Don't mean much, but there you go, and there are plenty while fighting. It's fun. I forgot to have that. I'm a builder currently. Shacks, set off landscapes. So up here we have one of my favorite places just because I'm a beach bum. This is Sleepy Sound. Sleepy Sound is a sleepy little beach town. It reminds me of Port Aransas down here in Texas. One of my favorite places to visit. It's just a little sea breeze warm town. It's got a little motel, some tiny stores. I like that there's a small noms here because we go down to like Corpus, you'll find a small HEB. And I guess that's a big thing where in small beach towns, the big companies will come by and produce a small version of their store. There's a bay over here. Oh, there's also a Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks still has a thing here. There's a bay over here for boat parking, and I guess a place where rich people live with lots of boat parking. And I get, considering the prices in Port A, which is a poorer beach town, you gotta kind of be rich to live in these houses. There's some modern houses here too. One of my favorites is that one right there, the beach one. Not just the color, but the layout. And look, a nice beach area. Unfortunately, their beach isn't too much of a beach. Like, sand is a small area of sand. It's very rocky. But I've seen beaches like that before. I would much rather live on a beach that's full of sand. But I guess the rocks might lead to less erosion. We again are... let's stop walking. Fairly close to the collider. While I believe these guys out here might have a chance, I don't think this close is going to have a chance. If this thing explodes, I'm going to be losing Sleepy Sound, which will make me sleepy sad. This is not a marked area, but it is semi-important and a mystery. Also, look at that. That was cool. Outside door up there. I want to be rich and live on the beach. Play these video games for you guys. Look out my window and see the rolling waves, and then go to right. God, I'm so tired of working retail. Welcome to, I think it's called the Seashell Lodge, or Seashell something. Also, I'm sorry about the data up top. I don't know why it does that when I come here, but it's there. Welcome to the, whatever the hell this place is called, Seashell something. It's like a mansion or a lodge. It's fairly large. It's got a foyer. It's got bedroom. Another bedroom. Patio in this bedroom. Hello. Is this nice bedroom not have a patio? Oh, that bedroom doesn't have a patio. A large patio over here. I want this house on the beach. Oh, that's attic access, actually. Another bedroom with the patio. Got attic access, which is probably another room. I don't know. It just accesses the attic. Lemon grabs. I guess this is unacceptable. Sorry. I'm an Adventure Time fan. Sheesh. A study and pool area. Typical bathroom. Inside. There's a freaking kitchen. Is there a kitchen in here? Utility closet. This is not a kitchen. Oh wait, there's one over here. Dining area, which means this is probably the kitchen. Kitchen! It's a nice house. I don't know what it belongs to, but if you go over here, you get a maze which contains things from season 2, I think chapter 2 mostly. You get the a statue of, in memorial of this guy. Other than you can't read it. Of the evil gnome. You get this Grecian statue. I know she was on the map, but I couldn't tell you where. You get the Emperor Pele from the time we had a Grecian Colosseum. I think there's one more statue around here somewhere, isn't there? There was. I may be wrong. Oh, there it is. And then you get the heart angel person. All right, no work. Help. With that, we will head to, I guess, Logjam would be closest. For those about to rock, we salute. I thought I heard my PS5 running hard. My PS5 should not be running hard. Hold on. Nope, that's just my fan running hard. Actual fan, the one that cools my room. This is the Logjam Lumberyard, which I always have trouble saying for some reason. It's exactly what it sounds like. It was made to reference these trees that fall, which is new to this map, for this game. Boom. And it's just a lumberyard. It's a good place for close quarters fights because there's lots of things to jump on and hide behind. Lots of places to build up, lots of tight areas like this. Interesting place. I see it. Not much here story-wise again. It's just here to be a lumberyard. It is next door to the collider, so the collider goes off. Oh, I missed Coney Crossroads. Did I miss Coney Crossroads? I missed Coney Crossroads. We'll go down to Shifty Shafts and hit Coney. But if this goes off, there's a good chance lumberyard is not going to make it. It's not like the closest, but it's close enough. With that, did you? I do. I love that. That has to be one of my favorite weapons. Checking more and more in hopes that I get those weapons. I want more. I only have one. Let's fly off into space. Yeah. Because it's just gonna fly forever. Somewhere space, the International Space Station hits it. This is Shifty Shafts. It's actually a remake of the Shifty Shafts from Chapter 1. Chapter 2 Shifty Shafts further north. Chapter 1 Shifty Shafts was around this area. I do believe there's ruins near where, like, a small shaft area or a small mining area where the old Shifty Shafts used to be. But not in the way this is. That we will go to Coney. Yes, destroy Shifty Shafts. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Let's launch it down. And now we're out of the coolest weapon ever. I wish you could just spawn weapons in here. If you can, I don't know how. Do a backflip. This is Coney Crossroads. It's one of the places that was captured. One of the many places that was captured by IO during the beginning of this war, when they came in and just captured most of the island, and we had to fight back. It now is a space for the 7 outposts. It's a small little town, kind of done up in a, yeah, really? In a kind of, oh, nope, that's not what I did. Oh, that's not working either. Oh shit, I pissed off the 7. We were going to go from there to the collider. We went the wrong way. So yeah, it's a small little town. Nothing too important about it. There's the blimp, I think, that was over it right here. These blimps dot the island. They're either mostly intact in the water, or they hit shallow or ground area and they burned up. I kind of like the ones where they burned up. It looks cool. It looks like ruins. Also, is my camera angle weird? I got like a shaky cam going on. What's going on here? Kind of cool though. I hope you're not motion sickness. This doesn't make you go lit. Huh. It is unfortunately next door to the collider. Like you can see the collider right there. This is if the collider goes off, there's no Kona Crossroads. That is a definite 100% fact. Yes, collider, no Kona Crossroads. So that is an entire town, city that's going to be like little city, small, big town. It's going to be wiped out. I hear a Klombo. The Klombos are currently underground right there. You're awfully close to the collider, dude. This is IO territory, so gotta be careful. I'm assuming they're here. Sloan is walking around here. The guy with the mask is walking around here. Yeah, there they are. This is the collider. This is the thing powering up and counting down till the end game here of this season. And it's one of the few places still taken by IO. IO has the collider. They've retaken this area. I don't think they had this area earlier. They retook it for the collider. Then they have the fortress and the command cavern. We'll go across all those. This place is the most heavily guarded out of all three, including two bosses. And every once in a while this thing will power up, and apparently this is an exhaust of some kind. It's a positron beam by the looks of it, just from science nerdology. Every once in a while it'll shoot off into the sky, and we thought, oh, it's going to open a rift. But according to a hologram we saw, it appears, which I'm trying to upload footage of, but is having trouble with on Twitch for some reason. I'm going to highlight out of it. But anyway, according to what we saw, once this is fully powered up, it'll just detonate in a massive explosion, so some kind of positron bomb. And those things we see being shot into the sky... Oh shit. That's Sloan. Hello, Sloan. Goodbye, Sloan. Eat my dick, Sloan. The good news is if she's over here, wasting time at the collider, she's not over here at her giant drill. So this is what started off the second chapter. This is a giant drill. We saw those small drills come up all chapter 1 as IO attempted to come over and scout out the area and create little bases. All the bases are destroyed now. This is what they came over in with Sloan. It has a tank in it. It was guarded by Sloan originally, but now it's just guarded by one single guy. Looks like it used to be a camping site. I didn't even notice that. Oh, the tank is gone. Boo. It's just a massive drill. It's really cool, actually. I like how big it is, and it's been smoking since it's come over. Assuming it's not affected by the loop, which I don't think it is, it has been there for a few, probably months now, considering how the war is going. The war is unaffected by the loop. So, it's what's quite hot drilling through the entire flat Earth planet we have. Well, that's gone. That is the fortress. Now, the fortress is extremely close to the explosion site, but I'm going to predict that the fortress is one of two ways that they're going to try and ride out. If that way doesn't work, then they can drill back through using this and go to the other side. Of course, if their plans are just to destroy everything, they may try to just port out get out, GTO, leave the island, and leave nothing but ruin. My prediction is they're only ruining this side of the island where the 7 are based, and they'll still have the other side of the island. This is Command Cavern, technically home base for the IO. It was home base back when they had several bases, now it's their only real base if you don't count the giant drill and the bomb. Command Cavern is fairly huge. It was just a mountain, but then they hollowed it out, created these vents and bases. They have the last glimpse still parked over here. It's fairly guarded. Where's the entrance? There's an entrance you can look into somewhere around here. There it is. Giant door here. I'm assuming, judging by this, with these winches and the stuff here, this is for lowering stuff down into or out of, possibly into the blimp. This is the last blimp, the last command blimp, I guess. A frick. Y'all see that? It's a weird ass like glitch on those. But also, that's a lot of fish down there right now. I do believe Gunner's down there somewhere. He was last time I was in here. So he's a boss in here in Command Cavern. He's the last boss. Story-wise, this is the command. We do have a vault right there. Actually, let's go down here and look at the vault, because it makes noises. Or at least it used to. And we're not entirely sure what the vault is about. Is that Gunner? That's fucking Gunner. Damn it. I didn't want to deal with him. Okay. Okay, Gunner. I don't want that. Yeah, there's a vault in here, by the way. It's the only vault that still has a key card access, so you can access it alone. You hear that? There's something in here that sounds like whale noises. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, no, I have no idea. That could just be metals training. Groaning, growling, mystic watery noises. Metallic. There's no telling what they're keeping in there, actually. I like the snow cover in the skylight right there. Now, Command Cavern is fairly close to... Drop that, because that's going to go off every time. Fairly close to the, is that the freaking... Oh, it's Gunnar Singer. Fairly close to the event. Like... But, unlike the fortress, the Command Cavern had a shield, so they're probably predicted to be able to ride out the event as a bunker. They're going to seal out the holes in the top, just ride it out. However, what they don't know is the shield was, what they might not know, is that we sabotaged some electronics that were meant for powering IO shields. Jonesy pretty much said, the only thing I know that uses this kind of power is the IO shielding. So that means if they don't know they can't ride out, they may destroy themselves in the blast. Which would mean that the game expects the blast to happen. Which would mean doom. So, in the end, the map's going to end up in one of two ways. It's either going to look very similar to this, with IO gone and defeated, or we're going to be on rebuilding. or it's going to be devastated. There's going to be just destruction and doom everywhere. We're going to come back to a map that is fairly recognizable. If the shielding doesn't work and this place is hit because of the hollowed out of it, I expect the mountain to look very similar to what the volcano looks like right now. Just a destroyed mountain side. Might have the blimp next to it fall into the mountain as well. And that might be the end of actual Sloan. Like, there'll always be like snapshots of her, but actual Sloan and Gunner and whatever the Keymaster looking dude might plan to write it out in there instead of going home to the 0 point, and that might be their doom. And again, if they're using 0 point as a source of detonation, we may just have the craziest thing happen we don't understand. Mech Huddle Team Leader? The duck person's not here. Deadpool's not here. Interesting. This is Camp Cuddle. You can have 4 mascots. Mech Team Leader, who's here. Cuddlepool, who'll be down in the bathroom for some reason. And then the ducky one, I don't actually know her name. And that one. And I hear the damn I-O. Pink. I don't see them. Nada. There's another 7 outposts over there, by the way. And we also have they're gonna be like, who's firing at us? Anyway, this replaced the camp from Chapter 2. I don't remember if we really had a camp in Chapter 1, or what was over here. But it's a pretty big area. I think I like the lodge in the second one better, but this is pretty decent. It's got some good loot and stuff. It's about as far away as, not quite as far away as the Jones is from the Collider. It probably won't survive if it goes off because there's nothing in between it and the Collider except mostly the lake and the fortress, and I don't think the fortress will block it enough. So Camp Cuddle might end up destroyed by the Collider explosion. Jesus Christ. Frick. That said, one of the most important areas is going up next. Oh, Cuddle Team Leader's up there. I don't know if I said that. That design it for people break the launch thing every time they go off there. Assuming the entire sky isn't filled with smoke after this, let's these little smoke streams go away because those are the leftovers of IO towers. That's it. There's an IO tower left up there. I didn't even notice that. I guess it's close enough to the Collider to be part of that. It came up when IO had tilted. What's that noise? Is that the collider going off? It just got really creepy sounding all of a sudden. I don't know why. I can't get up here fast enough. Is it just because we're closer to the glider it got creepy? It doesn't look like it's doing anything. As you can tell, so this is tilted. Tilted from Chapter 1, Season 1. The same one that got destroyed by the volcano a while back. It's basically in the same area because of the plausible 1,000 years in between us leaving and coming back to this side of the island. A lot of the layouts of the water and area and landmass has changed, but Tilted's pretty much the same area. Shush, I'm talking. As you can tell, it's fairly close to the collider. If that thing goes off, it is not going to survive. It'll wipe out this entire town. Not that this hasn't seen better places. The castle building is down. A lot of the other buildings are down. When Io had this place, and then we attacked, there was a lot of damage done to the place. It's still pretty much in ruins. So yeah. I don't know, I thought it was getting creepy sounding, so that might be going off. You can see a whole bunch of IO shit just shoved to the side. I hear a computer going off. Other than that, it's basically the same. It was the same Tilted with a few changes. It'll need to be rebuilt if it survives this. Get out the streets, get rid of the cracks, rebuild some of the buildings around here. Basically looks like a war-torn Tilted Towers. Not quite as destroyed as it was when it got hit by the volcano, but fairly destroyed. I'm gonna check something real quick. I follow the guys who do the cube things. They're now watching the collider things. So I'm gonna see what they say the next time this thing's gonna go off. Is I have to get out of here soon. Actually, I didn't realize it was that late. Yeah. Tracker. Its last shot was 10:43. Next will be 1:47. So if you want to watch this, 1:47 Eastern, which will be like 12:47 our time, is the next time this thing's expected to go off if their time is correct. Of course, it may be increasing in time and as it needs to. Hello. As it needs to get all the way charged up before it goes off in 2 days. So we'll see. But if they're correct, then 12:40-ish, 12:30-ish, I would be down here watching it. If you want to see it, I'll be going to work. Work ruins everything. Over here we have this yellow house. This yellow house has been a pretty middle staple of places. People used to like to go here just for the heck of it. But when IO came in, they took it over. And then after IO got defeated, this place became rubble. I'm assuming IO was hiding in here and the 7 attacked this place possibly first. Push them back into the city before taking the city. But yeah, this place got pretty wrecked. We'll be going back to another Chapter 1 area. So, if you remember in Chapter 1, for the longest time after Santa decided to visit... Oh man. The entire southwest corner of the island was just polar ice, and that's where the monster came from. Well, in the 1,000 years since... Y'all see that? That is 7, or that looks like a 7, right? Yeah, it's 7. Hello, soldier. Okay, 2 crunchies. 2 crunchies. Will they talk? Maybe not. So, in 1,000 years since Chapter 1, the ice has melted. Like, completely gone. It's not there anymore. But if you remember, during that entire time, it was almost always covered Greasy Grove. Greasy Grove was almost always under ice, except for towards the end when things started teleporting around Season 9-ish. Season 9, after the monster event, when 0 Point became unstable because Singularity / the Stadium destroyed the 0 Point, or broke the 0 Point to get some of its power and to punch the monster and then stab it in the eye. When it came back and it was ported into a town that wasn't run by Durburger anymore, as this used to be Durburger's place, but by, what is it? What? My Jesus Christ, where the hell am I? But by Taco Loco, or whatever it's called. So this is the same ported in Greasy Grove that we had at the end of Season X, and meaning the original Greasy Grove still possibly ported out and semi-frozen somewhere, defrosting in another dimension. But this is the Greasy Grove we left behind with tacos in it. I guess it's just called tacos. Fried Royale. Man, Mexican food sounds really good right now. Okay, that does not sound good. Please don't eat a cheese shake. Drink a cheese shake? Do you eat a cheese shake or drink a cheesecake? Anyway, it turns out that the taco person is technically considered the leader. The story-wise, the entire... Who's in here right now? We bought subs right here. The Food Battalion awaits our orders. The entire food people who are usually at war combined together as a battalion and were hidden in areas that was taken by IO, and then became on the side of the Seven in an effort in the war. Ironically, I don't know why Taco Boy up there is hiding, because this, while it was originally in Seven territory, was never fully invaded by the Seven. They were just considered in Seven territory. You can see it hasn't seen any effects of the war. And Rocky Reels. Now, if you remember, in the first chapter, there was a place called Risky Reels. It was up here-ish, around about where Sleepy Sound is, technically. It was originally crushed by the block, and I think it may have come back after the block, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it did. It was a fairly popular area to come down, and it was the first place we saw, like, live video, not live video, but video playing in-game when Wreck-It Ralph came on the screen, which would lead to the live event videos and other videos you see in-game nowadays. But when we flipped over, Risky Reels was more around this area on the other side. It was, I think it was called Risky Reels. Pretty sure it was called Risky Reels. And it was another drive-in theater, but they had to recreate it on the other side of the map. We moved over there. However, on this side of the map, it's been recreated one more time closer down to here, closer to its second area. Like, it's more or less moved down from here to here to down here. And it's now called Rocky Reels due to the fact that it is in an extremely rocky area. This is a blimp that I believe flew over Condo Canyon. This is Condo's blimp, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, you know what? It's Rocky's blimp, my mistake. This is why the blimp goes over Rocky, because Rocky was taken by IO as its central location. What the frick is that noise? What the frick was that noise? It sounded like an angry badger. Oh, that's a llama. I don't think that was what made the original noise. So this is Rocky Reels. It's basically like Risky Reels, but the buildings are of a Spanish like influence to them. Um, the building attached to there's actually a building attached to the screen instead of just the screen. You hear the Musictron because I'm near 7 territory now. This is a 7 outpost now. I don't know why IO took it other than it's a nice central location. Or maybe they just wanted to capture the movies. There's the projector up there. It's a more modern projector than the old one was. Nice place. You can see some movie posters for stuff. That makes those guys something to do with a movie. It even had a lounge area. This is more or less the lobby for the workers, I think. One of these buildings, there's the stand you eat at. One of these buildings up there is the lounge area for visitors that maybe when there's a movie showing, before the movie shows, or they just want to hang out, they come in here. Tons of arcades. Made noise. I don't remember the arcades always made noise. Up here you shoot pool. Pretty cool. Little lounge area. Moving on, we have, we'll go Synapse Station first. But I can't pass up a gas station not blow it up, I'm sorry. It's against my, oh, well, even before we get to the, wow, I just detonated both at the same time. Got him again. This is the Butter Barn. Now, Butter Barn was on the other side of the map during the event, the 0 point event, where Jones was hired by IO to hire a bunch of hunters to cause mayhem, so we didn't get into 0 point and get out as it was breaking. But Butter Barn disappeared for a while. Like after that event, it went away and never came back. But now it's on this side, so he's officially on this side, and he owns the restaurant again. It's a bit bigger, and I believe it's fairly close to an actual. Is it fairly close to the Old West Town? Yeah, there it is. There's an Old West Town over here, an abandoned Old West Town. I don't know if it's supposed to be a theme park. I don't think it is because it looks quite abandoned and buried under sand. It's kind of reminiscent of the Old West Town we had during the Season X that came over, but not quite. There's some areas that look similar, but not even that close. Just an Old West Town that looks like it's been buried and then unburied or something. Okay, whatever the shaking was is gone. I have absolutely no clue. So this is a Synapse Station. The Synapse Station is a 7 outpost, but a specific 7 outpost, one of the other main ones, like the first one I showed you. This one handles equipment, mainly battle bus production, and is run by the Scientist, my current favorite of the 7. Still working for the blue guy. Working for all you blue guys. But it's basically a large facility. Excuse me. You see a home light set over here, the actual area, a gas depot. I don't know what the heck that is. Is that a Scientist Smart? Possibly the Scientist Workstation. Workstation. Sorry, the Scientist. Okay. I'll go South Island. Okay, so that was a synapse station I just blew myself up at. There's a house right here. It's a little house. Not much interesting about it. This is Chunker Speedway. It's literally a racetrack with race cars on Chunker tires. Ironically, I don't think there were any like racing requirements for this, so we totally didn't have to do any racing here, which is weird because usually when they do stuff like that, they give us a please go through these loops in a certain amount of time or do these loops or finish something. And if they did, I just don't remember it. Down here we have what I think is the John Wick house. It's the current John Wick house. There's a few rich houses on the side, but this is literally the John Wick house. He has a Kate card now. What does this say? Hello NG. No idea. Little ticket stuck out of it. Some left your ticket. And then down here, a man who likes his privacy. I believe this is the house of John Wick, albeit no one lives in it, so they haven't shown anything yet. Even the fake John Wick isn't down here. But it has sort of a John Wick house feel to it. There's no basement though, so don't ask me where he keeps his weapons. Unless... I think I knew about this and I forgot about it, which is what cemented it in my brain as John Wick's house. Yes. Okay, we're good. I have to do this chapter. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I did. With that, we are getting up on our last things, guys, and then we'll call it a day. I'm on what, 3 hours now? 3 hours, almost 3 hours. 2:30, not bad. It's so creepy sounding. Why is it so creepy sounding? Nothing in the sky. Nothing in the sky. This area was also captured by... Made it. It would have been embarrassing if I died and had to fly back. This was also Capture IO. It was now held by the 7. You can see the little war horn after the fight. It's fairly one of the part of the story from the Collider. Tilted will be taken, Greasy might get taken. But if this doesn't hit Jones, it's definitely not going to hit Condo Canyon, Chunker Speedway, or Synapse Station. If it hits like maybe this area, these 3 might become the main areas. We have this is basically a little condo area, condominium area, tourist spot. You have this condo right here with absolutely massive amount of rooms in it for Fortnite. Like, there's a ton of rooms in this area. I'm not kidding. There's a room over there. There's a room over there. Breaking all of it. And a pretty fancy looking pool. I mean, look at it. This pool's nice. And then if you come over here, you have a shopping center that's a bigger noms than one of the other place. I don't know if I've even been upstairs in this noms yet. It might just be offices. Freaking scared the shit out of me. Bow Brother restaurant. His brother's actually running. One of his brothers actually running a gas station somewhere. Uh, the ice cream person's place. A big shop, which we also had in the other coastal town. Just a nice little place if you don't count all the military stuff. And then if you go over here, we actually have residential areas to the north, separate from downtown. This area actually is downtown. Oh, no, don't go that way. What the hell? Okay. Well, since she's going to be over there, I'm not going to hit it because she's going to get mad. I'm trying to hit it on my way out. Yo mama. This is Condo Canyon, which may be our last spot, yeah. Because the last thing after this was Jones's. I didn't get to see Jones very much, so we'll go in there and look around. Now that we're not being harassed. But this is a residential area of Condo Canyon. Konami Canyon. Condo Konami. Anyway, Condo Canyon's residential area, large, spacious houses for super rich people who like to live in the canyons near the beach. It's very reminiscent of, I guess, Salty Sands, and around this area was the original one. It was like a vacation area, but it's very more well made. I think it feels more natural this way. And with that, guys, we have one last place to go before we finish today. I gotta blow that up. I can't not blow the gas station. It's blasphemy. Sorry if you're still down there. I'm gonna piss you off. And goodbye. Serpentine, serpentine. I don't know. I don't think Seven's up here. I don't know if the Jonesies will be pissed at me for this. If so, I might need to die and come back so we can look around. They give up? And they gave up. This is the Joneses. This is the area where the Jonesy copies who do not want to be part of this war live. I don't know how many people are home right now. Brainiac used to live in here, but he escaped. He became a little more sentient than the zombie he was, and is now roaming the island. There's also Bunker Jonesy in here. The oldest Jonesy is technically the first Jonesy, but aged through loops. And Mullet Marauder, an 80s style Jonesy. Yeah, I know the Foundation, no biggie. And you can see there's just shacks they live in right now still. Mullet Marauder has some workout areas. This is Agent Jones purely from the IO base, so he got that out. This shack down here has not much in it. It seems to be a meeting area. You get TV, the chalkboard, a marker board, a little sleeping area maybe. They literally live like off the grid style living here. And lastly, I think is this building. Those two buildings over here. Yeah, this building I don't think anybody's home in. This has pool table, food area, arcade. This is definitely the meeting point for them. So that's that. And lastly, this red building up here. And I did not see what's his name pop up. So it looks like there's only one Jones home right now. Which has like a seating area. This is probably a house. More sleeping areas. Beds. Don't know whose house, but it's someone's house. And that does it. If this goes off, the Joneses might survive, and that would make it a four-way. I don't think Rocky Reels will survive. I think Sanctuary might take a lot of damage. Joneses, Condo Canyon, Chunkers, Fiends, and Synapse, if it's not big enough, will survive. Greasy is iffy. Greasy, like Sanctuary, might take a lot of damage. Camp Cuddle, a lot of damage. No, that's too close. Those are too close. So, I think if this goes off, Rocky Reels, Sanctuary, Daily Bugle. I'm sorry. Rocky Reels may be a lot of damage. Camp Cuddle may be a lot of damage. Maybe. Those are getting really close, actually, with not a lot of locking between them. But I believe Logjam, Sleepy Sound, Daily Bugle, Coney Crossroads, Tilted Towers, The Fortress, Command Cavern, Shifty Shafts are all going to be annihilated by this thing if it goes off. This area right here, gone. If it doesn't take up the entire place because they maybe lessen its effect somehow, it'll take up enough to destroy a lot of this area. So RIP Tilted. So there are three ways, as we finish up here today, that I see this going. A, they will stop the collider, and nothing will be destroyed, and we'll have to rebuild from our war-tornness. Have to rebuild areas that were destroyed by war, like Tilted Tower, and areas like this over here. That is the best hope. B, secondary, be not so good, but not as worse. Where the collider goes off, but it's weakened. The Command Cavern and the Fortress probably digs itself underground, or everybody falls back to Command Cavern, hoping to ride it out there. Command Cavern, whose shields have been sabotaged by a certain me, by a certain us, will be destroyed, collapse. I don't know if it'll be completely annihilated because it's still a mountain, but there's a likelihood that the Sloan Gunner and the Keymaster IO person will not survive. The explosion, the blimp will go down, and this will either be annihilated or caved in. For the Tilted Towers will be flattened. Coney Crossroads will be flattened. Daily Bugle will probably flattened. It's like going to take a lot of damage or flatten, but because Daily's a copyrighted project that's been here for 2 seasons, it's probably going to go. Shifty Shafts will be destroyed, and Logjam will be destroyed, and Sleepy Sound will likely be destroyed as well. Whereas Sanctuary, Rocky Reels, Greasy Reels, Camp Cuddle will probably take massive damage, but are far enough away or blocked by enough mountains to not be completely destroyed. And the Joneses, the IO base over here, Condo Canyon, Chunker Speedway, and Synapse Station, and likely be left alone. Greasy's probably going to take damage, I don't know if I said that. These 4 areas right here will probably be left alone along to this house up here. Or, worst case scenario, it goes off and annihilates the entire place. Just levels every single area in the island. And the next season will be more or less a same map, but new theme season, if that makes sense. Everything will be destroyed, or ruins. Everything will be ruins. Things will be built up, and it'll be built up into whatever next season is. There are people who are saying next season might be a Star Wars theme season. Some people are saying it will be an Armageddon or apocalyptic theme season. I'm still waiting. I want Rick and Darth Vader. I like him to be on the Battle Pass. I don't have to spend money on him. But we will know in 2 days what happens. So that's it for us. I believe I will not be doing Fortnite for a few days. We will come in, we won't be doing it until after the event. So we will come in, next time we come into Fortnite. The event's on the 2nd. On the 4th, I'm sorry. The next time we're going to have time to play Fortnite is probably Tuesday morning. So the next time you'll see me is Tuesday morning, most likely at all, because I'll have my son through possibly today all the way through Monday. And Tuesday morning will be the next time you actually see me play. This will be my last stream for give or take a week-ish. I'll be doing other things other than work. I guess I will play on and off on my own or on other things. But I'll also be writing a whole bunch. We're going to get my writing out. So I guess enjoy the break for me. If y'all want to support me so I can get some money from the stream and we not sort of rely so much on things taking me away from it, feel free to go to the links. There's a link in my homepage over on the YouTube. If you're watching YouTube, there's a link in my Twitch description. There you can throw me $1. If I have 156 viewers now, if all of y'all threw $1 at me, I would make 156 a week, which would supplement me very well. And I could do things like I know 156 is not a lot, but when you add that to my actual day job, it actually supplements well enough where I can take a few hours off and go like, oh, there's an event coming off. I need to take this week off just to be prepared for the event because I don't know exactly what time it's going to happen. I can't predict, or I can take off like days around the event and be like, well, I'm going to be making money off this event. Sorry, guys. But I don't make money streaming right now, so. And if y'all can, that's okay, cool, too. I mean, I couldn't. So, yeah. Anyway, next time I'll see y'all is Tuesday. I won't be streaming until then. There will be no more Chrono Cross or morning streams until Tuesday. Tuesday we'll have a Fortnite Season 3 opener for us. We'll go through and see what the changes are. We'll talk about the story. We'll go through the battle pass. It'll be our dive into it. I will try to avoid I know it's going to be a 3-day avoidance of the battle pass. So I'll try to avoid what I can of the battle pass and the trailers for it, so that when I come in, I'm seeing it live and getting a live reaction from me. I can be like, oh, this is cool, and whatnot. Excuse me. Nice, I'm gonna end the stream with a burp. As far as Chrono Cross goes, I don't have time for it for a while. So Chrono Cross most likely won't happen until the week after next. Let me see if I have the schedule up for that yet. It's not quite noon, so I won't have that schedule up yet. So we won't have an evening stream for a while. Chrono Cross is my evening stream, so we're going to take a large break of Chrono Cross. I do want to thank 2 people. I have 156 members right now. That's freaking crazy. A lot of y'all watch me on after, and a handful of y'all come watch me while I stream. I thank y'all. Y'all come watch me. Y'all come either for the political bullshit or just to watch me play games. Thank you. And then I've been having from as little as 50 to almost 200 viewers a video over on YouTube, which is amazing. You guys, if I make any money out of this, it'll be you 2 groups. So if y'all have any requests from me, if you have any way I can approve, or anything y'all want me to play that I can actually get my hands on, feel free to. I'll do it when I can. I'm kind of low on money now, but if this becomes payment for me, if I start getting paid doing this, if something happens and I become legit streamer or a legit YouTuber, then I'll need to buy stuff to make sure that keep y'all entertained. Oh, and a little update. One thing I'll be working on while I'm gone for the week, not until Tuesday at least. I am working. I have copied Control over to the Xbox X from the Xbox One, but I can't copy the memory over for some reason. So I'm having to work towards getting me towards where I was last time on Control. Once that's reached, that will be my next major stream after Chrono Cross. I will finish up Chrono Cross, then we'll go on to Control, and eventually we'll get it back on to making sure the PS4 works and getting the end game on Final Fantasy VII. It's been a while since I got to the end game of Final Fantasy VII, and we haven't finished it yet. But for now, we end with a bang. Goodbye, people. Peace and out.